Hello guys, and welcome to my track review, my final track review of the summer, and it might even be a bonus video. I'm not really sure if I made as many track reviews as I wanted to. I checked and I don't think I did, so I thought, why not release one more on the last day of summer, or at least what I consider summer. And right away, before I get on to reviewing the track, I just want to give a quick thanks to everybody that's been watching my videos this summer. My goal this summer was to make a video every single day, and I accomplished that goal, although some days it was just an update, and one day I even got saved by time zones, but still accomplished it. Another thing is, I released way over 100 videos, and there's only 90-something days in the summer, 92 I think. So, definitely accomplished the goal, and I just wanted to thank you right away, because this is my newest video that I've recorded. Pretty much the last 10 videos or so I've uploaded have been recorded 10 days before I actually uploaded it. So this is probably the newest video I've made this August, or at least today this is the newest video I've made. And it is a track review of Enigmatic SX by King Edward I. And I decided to end off on an SX track review because I couldn't really think of anything else to review. So decided to go with this. Anyways, Enigmatic SX, to start off, it's a lot better than King Edward's previous map, Trisolite. That map was just horrible in every way, shape, and form, and this map is obviously 50,000 times better. I don't think you can get any worse than Trisolite. But yeah, this, I consider this to be the better one of his two SX maps. But it's not that long of a map. It's about a medium-sized, normal-sized Supercross map. Not too long, not too short. One thing that I like about it is, in certain sections, there will be, it won't be a split section, but there will be a section where if you take the inside, you might have to single-double, and if you take the outside, you might have to double-single, or something like that. Like, for example, that section, I took the outside and I double-singled, and I think if you take the inside, you single-double-double. I don't remember, I haven't raced this in a while. But what I like about the sections in this track that are like that is, it's almost like a real-life Supercross section, because when most people forge Supercross maps, what they'll do is run the berm, you'll clear the section. Do the inside, run the inside, you'll get across, but you'll case the jump. And I hate that. Since you're casing jumps, running the inside, in my opinion, is basically just useless. Here we go, yeah, single-double. Single-double-double. But, that's what I hate about most Supercross, well, a lot of Supercross maps, because, like I said, a lot of Supercross maps I find on this game, take the inside, you'll case, take the outside, you'll clear. And I find that to be very annoying. What I like about... Ooh, I had to save it there. What I like about this map is, basically, it's not that if you run the inside, you'll case, but if you run the inside, you'll have to run sort of a different line through the section, sort of a different rhythm, and I really like that. It's honestly probably my favorite part of this map, actually, is the different rhythms you'll have to take through the sections, depending on whether you are running the berm or you're taking the inside. But another plus to this map is the consistency is very, very good. I haven't really noticed any inconsistency problems. The only one I've really noticed is sometimes, like you just saw a lap ago, these whoops will flip me and you'll have to, or they'll run me all over the place, just get my goose bad. I don't know. They'll mess up my goose and I'll have to save it, and I usually lose a lot of time, so. Only thing I don't really like about this map is that first whoop section, because it's like the third or fourth last whoop always messes me up. But then again, when we race this, I'll probably find a little trick through that section and just speed by everybody. But, ooh, into the wall. There we go. But like I was saying earlier, the only good thing is that it's not like some of the whoops I've complained about on previous tracks where they'll just straight up flip you. Sometimes they'll kick you, but it's usually savable, so that's a plus. Whoops. Another thing is the map has a very good flow. For obvious reasons, like I said, the rhythm sections. Any track that has varying rhythms through sections has a very good flow, and I think this is probably one of the best flowing Supercrosses I've ever raced. I think I'm going to take the inside next corner, but scenery's pretty good. Maps made on impact. Notice a lot of Supercrosses are made on impact, and it's got pretty good aesthetics. Pretty simple, but nice. I mean, most of it's just the general map, but I kind of like that. Whoops. A little wide on the whoop. Dang it. It's going to run the inside. Alright, next lap I'll try to do all inside on the corners, because I've been running the outside for most of the time here. Also, you carry a lot of speed through the sections. But in general, I like this track. But like I said, let me get on with this. Aesthetics are good. Fun factor's good. It's a very fun track because I love Supercrosses where you can actually get into a rhythm, and this has that. The flow is great. The consistency is great. There we go. And I forgot about running the inside again. The consistency with myself is not great, but the consistency with this track is great. But overall, it's a great track, and I really just want to showcase one more lap before I end off this review with the rating. I want to show you the inside line on every corner. So see, you have to roll it there, you have to single that, and double. Forgot to run the inside there. Like I said though, this upcoming lap I want to run the inside every single corner because I haven't really done that yet. So I'm going to do that this lap, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. So, for example, right here, it's like that other section earlier where you have to roll it, you have to single it, and then you have to double it. Whereas if you run the bermage, you'll double single. Be carrying all that momentum, and this is a horrible lap I'm putting together, but whatever. I really just want to showcase the inside on every single section. There we go. You see, these jumps towards the end, though, these last two jumps are more of the take the inside and you'll case it jumps, which is fine, because I think this track has enough rhythm sections, so I think that's fine for the last two jumps. But overall, very fun track. One of my favorite Supercrosses for sure. Rating is a tough one. This actually might be one of, if not my highest ratings yet. It definitely is for Supercross. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I think I said in a previous review that one of the tracks I was reviewing was a good track, but you know, nothing really made it stick out that made it a great Supercross, like something that you'll remember that you'll want to come back to. And this track is one of those tracks that I'll remember and that I'll want to come back to, simply because of the sections that I like in it, the flow that I like. I just like everything about it. I think this is one of the Supercrosses that'll be known in Halo 4. I hope at least, because this is one of the better, more consistent ones. For example, Warehouse is good, but Warehouse's consistency is a piece of poop, in my opinion. But whatever, I'm just rambling now. Anyways, like I said, what did I say? This is going on way too long. Sorry. But it is the last video of the summer, so whatever, I can do what I want. Like I said, 9.5 for Enigmatic SX. Also, like I said, shout out to Trisolite. That map is horrible. That should be my next review, actually. Yeah, next review, unless I forget, will be Trisolite SX by King Edward. Trisolite is potentially one of the worst Supercrosses I have ever seen. So I'll be reviewing that next. I'm just kidding. But yeah, just going to complete this lap and that'll be it. Sorry about dragging this review on, but I was just busy plugging away laps. Hopefully whip it across the finish line, and see you guys next time.